HR was already seated when I walked in. That was my first clue. 2 chairs. 1 bottle of water placed carefully in front of me. My manager's smile looked practiced, like she had tested it in a mirror before I arrived. Kira, after 15 years, we're restructuring your position. Restructuring. A soft word designed to land gently on something sharp. Clean out your desk by Friday. For a moment, I couldn't feel my hands. 15 years of birthdays spent in office kitchens. 15 years of fixing problems no one else stayed late to solve. 15 years of believing loyalty meant safety. I pressed my palms together to stop the shaking. Completely understand, I said. And I smiled. They relaxed immediately. That was their mistake. Because when people think you're powerless, they stop being careful. And careful people leave fewer mistakes behind. The meeting itself didn't hurt the most. It was the remembering. The first week I joined the company, Elise had taken me to lunch and told me, "We're like family here." I believed her. I stayed through layoffs, mergers, and budget freezes. I trained new hires who earned more than me. I covered for mistakes that weren't mine because I thought stability mattered more than recognition. Then Daniel arrived 3 years ago.
Bright.
Ambitious. Grateful. He called me his mentor. He asked for advice constantly. Took notes when I spoke. Said I reminded him of his older sister. I recommended him for promotion myself. The betrayal didn't arrive loudly. It slipped in quietly, like most real betrayals do. A forwarded email. An accident. Subject line. Transition plan, K. My name reduced to a letter. Inside the thread were months of planning. Discussions about redistributing my responsibilities. Conversations about cost savings. Jokes about how loyal employees never see it coming. And Daniel's message. She trusts me. This will be smooth. I didn't feel anger first. I felt embarrassment, like I had misunderstood something basic about the world. After that day, I began noticing everything. Elise stopped inviting me to budget meetings. Daniel stopped asking questions he already knew I'd answer. My system permissions changed quietly. Files I once managed became restricted. No one said anything directly. That's how workplaces erase people, slowly, politely, efficiently. I didn't confront them. Instead, I returned to something that had always comforted me. Organization. Documentation. For 15 years, I had saved records out of habit. Performance reports. Approvals. Audit trails. Financial summaries. Proof of work. Proof of decisions. Proof of patterns. At the time, it felt like professionalism. Now it felt like survival. I reviewed vendor payments first. Then budget allocations. Then consulting contracts Elise personally approved. That's when I saw the repetition. A consulting firm with inflated invoices. Same approval chain. Same signature. Elise's. And Daniel's recent authorizations beneath them.
I didn't rush.
Truth doesn't need speed. It needs structure. Every night, I organized files into a timeline. Every document scanned, labeled, verified. Outwardly, I became kinder than ever. I helped Daniel prepare presentations. He thanked me like nothing had changed. That almost hurt more than the email. Friday came and went. I packed nothing. I knew Monday mattered more. My badge still worked when I entered the building. Security systems always lag behind decisions. The executive conference room felt colder than I remembered. The regional director sat at the head of the table. Elise looked annoyed. Daniel looked confused. I placed the folder down gently. I found some financial inconsistencies during my transition, I said. I thought you should see them.
No accusations.
Just paper. Elise's voice came fast. This is retaliation. I shook my head slightly. The earliest document is from 3 years ago. Silence. Daniel opened the file. Recognition spread across his face slowly, like ink in water. The director turned pages carefully. No one interrupted him. I answered only when asked.
Dates.
Amounts. Authorization trails. My voice stayed steady. Inside, something heavy was finally settling. Not anger. Not revenge.
Gravity.
the truth pulling everything down to where it belonged. By midweek, Elise was gone. Administrative leave. Daniel stopped coming to work. The company called me Thursday afternoon. Apologies. Explanations. An offer to return with a new title and salary. I listened quietly. There was a time when that call would have saved me.
Validated me. Healed something.
But that version of me existed before the email. Before the meeting. Before I understood how easily trust can be scheduled for deletion. I appreciate the offer, I said. And I did. Then I declined. Because staying would mean pretending nothing had broken. And something had. Not my career. My belief in them.